we've got Rupesh Sankhe, as we told you, Senior Vice President, Research at Elara Capital, joining us this morning. Rupesh, very good morning to you, and thanks so much for taking the time. Structural shift underway, this is something that everyone agrees on, and the requirement for power, therefore, is quite considerable. So, therefore, what do you make of, one, the generators and the distributors, and then also from the perspective of the allied activity, which is transmission? How do you play this?
So definitely, if you look at the data from April to December, the demand was flat. But from since December, starting from 20th December, we have seen very good growth in the demand. And so coming from, I think, all the residential and some sort of industrial demand is so coming up. So the peak demand, which was around 230 gigawatt earlier, is now close to 240 to 45 gigawatt. And in the next 4 to 5 years, peak demand could reach to close to 330 gigawatt on the back of higher per capita consumption, industrial activities, data center, green mobility, and a lot of other green hydrogen related demand will come. And on the supply side, currently our installed capacity is close to 500 gigawatt. And to meet that kind of demand, the installed capacity has to be around 900 gigawatt. And the supply side also, all the companies on the renewable energy side is adding capacities, almost doubling their capacity from the current levels. Even the companies like NTPC, Tata Power, JSW Energy, CAC, they're adding their capacity. So there is a better capital allocation, and all these conventional players now they are moving toward the green transition on the renewable energy side is likely key beneficiaries there. So in the last 10-15 years, we have seen electricity demand to GDP growth was close to 0.75, zero point 0.8. But in the next 6 to 10 years, we can expect close to 1 times electricity demand to GDP. And we have all the suppliers ready. Only issues that transmission issues are there. But now from January onward, we have seen a lot of right-of-way issues, the better compensation policy. So transmission capex is likely to increase going ahead, and that will whatever the bottlenecks which are there in terms of transmission will get clear. So we can expect significant capex over there in the transmission space. In coming to the price, the prices on the exchange is clearly down 20% on a YY basis, and that is good for the distribution companies because overall their power consumption from the renewable sources is going up, and that will bring down their tariff. And
Right.
T&D losses are also coming down. So good for the entire value chain for the companies.
So Rupesh, can you simplify it for our viewers? If this is good for the entire value chain, what benefits how? I mean, would you look at renewable players? Would you look at T&D players? Would you look at best players? What is it that benefits the most?
Yeah, so definitely because the demand, power demand has not reached to 270, 280 gigawatt. So we don't see merchant prices going up from the current level. So that is slightly negative for the companies who are slightly on the merchant side, like JSW Energy or Torrent Power or Tata Power. But definitely regulated players like NTPC on the transmission space, Adani Energy Solution, Power Grid Corporation, they are a clear beneficiaries because their valuation is significant discount to other private players, and they are also moving on the green transition, nuclear, pump hydro storage, renewable energy. On the renewable energy side, maybe pure play renewable energy players are trading at a higher valuation, but there are companies like Acme Solar is trading at a low EV/EBITDA multiple. On the distribution side, we do believe that transformer, high voltage transformer companies are clearly beneficiaries. Then smart meter installation players and some sort of substation installation. So the players like NTPC, Power Grid Corporation, Adani Energy Solution, NLC India, CAC, they are the clear beneficiaries. On the equipment sides, there are some solar cells and modules players who are going backward integration is going to be beneficiary in the entire solar plus battery storage kind of installation which are happening.
Well, great talking to you today, Rupesh. Thank you so much for breaking this down so succinctly for us. Looking forward to talk to you more often, but I really appreciate your time today.